All right, welcome. We are about to go on a journey that's going to stretch your imagination to its absolute limits. We're going to explore the sheer scale of the universe, all to figure out our place in it. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll see the cosmos, and maybe even yourself, in a totally new light.
This quote, it just perfectly nails the theme of our journey today. It's a pretty humbling thought, isn't it? That in this vast, sprawling universe, our entire existence might not even make a blip. So, let's find out just how true that really is.
Okay, so to even begin to wrap our heads around something truly immense, we've got to start with what we know. We're going to begin right here, on Earth, with scales we can actually understand, before we launch ourselves out into the cosmos.
Let's start right here. You know, as humans, we build these incredible structures that just scrape the sky. Things like the Burj Khalifa, they're a massive testament to what we can do. They make us feel big, powerful, maybe even dominant. But let's get some perspective.
And just like that, nature puts our pride right back in its place. Here's our greatest creation, next to Mount Everest, the tallest peak on our planet. All of a sudden, our grandest achievement kind of looks like a toy, doesn't it? And remember, we're still just on Earth. But you know what? Even Mount Everest is nothing compared to some of the things that come from beyond our world. Let's talk about an object from space that didn't just pay a visit, it completely reshaped the future of life on this planet forever. Think about this for a second. The asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs was bigger than Mount Everest. A single rock from space came down and ended a 150 million year reign of the most dominant creatures on the planet. This right here, this is our first real taste of the cosmic scale we're dealing with. All right, now let's take a little tour of our own cosmic backyard, the solar system. This is where the numbers start getting truly mind-boggling, and our whole idea of big is about to get completely redefined. So we start small. Well, small for space anyway. We've got dwarf planets like Ceres and Pluto. Then we work our way up to the rocky planets, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and finally our home, Earth. At almost 13,000 kilometers across, Earth feels enormous to us. But as you're about to see, in this neighborhood, we are not the biggest kid on the block. And now, meet the king of our solar system, Jupiter. You could fit more than 1,300, that's 1,300, planets the size of Earth inside of it. Just let that sink in for a second. Our entire world is just a tiny little marble next to this gas giant. And boom! Just when you think you've got a handle on the scale, the universe resets it. As colossal as Jupiter is, it's nothing, a mere speck next to the heart of our solar system, the Sun. You could fit 1.3 million Earths inside our star. Our home isn't a marble anymore, it's that grain of sand from the quote we started with. So you're probably thinking, okay, the Sun is the top dog, the ultimate benchmark for size. Well, not even close. We're about to enter a realm of true giants, where our magnificent Sun becomes just another grain of sand. Our Sun is the baseline here, right? Now look at Arcturus. You could cram over 17,000 of our suns inside of it. But then you get to a hypergiant like Betelgeuse. If you swapped it with our Sun, it would swallow Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, even the asteroid belt. Our entire inner solar system would just be inside this one star. Okay, let's just pause on this. 4.5 quadrillion. That's 4,500 trillion. It's a number our brains just aren't built to handle. If you started counting one number every second, it would take you 142 million years to get there. That's the scale we're talking about. Meet another way to think about it. Let's use the speed of light, the fastest thing there is. A beam of light can cross our entire Sun in about 14 seconds. To cross the largest known star, Stephenson 2-18, that same beam of light would have to travel for 9 hours, a 9-hour journey at light speed, just to get from one side of a single star to the other. But here's the really crazy part. Even these monster stars, they're just single points of light inside something way, way bigger. At this scale, kilometers are basically meaningless. We need a whole new cosmic ruler. And this is it, the light year. Now remember, it's not a unit of time, it's a unit of absolutely immense distance. This is the yardstick we have to use for the rest of our journey as we zoom out to see how the universe is really built. So even just inside our own galaxy, we see these incredible structures. You have star-forming regions like the Helix Nebula, which are several light years across. You have these densely packed clusters of stars that can be over 100 light-years wide. And both of these are just tiny, decorative little features inside our vast home galaxy, the Milky Way.
100,000 light-years for light to get from one end to the other. And you know all those stars you see when you look up at the night sky? They're all right there, in that tiny, local little patch. We're only seeing our most immediate stellar neighbors. The rest of this huge, starry city is completely invisible to us.
But we're not done. Believe it or not, our entire galaxy, with its hundreds of billions of stars, is really just one island of light in a cosmic ocean. So it's time to zoom out one last time to see the largest known structure in the universe, the cosmic web. It's all about levels. You've got our galaxy, the Milky Way. That galaxy is part of a little galactic neighborhood we call the local group. That local group, it's just a tiny piece of a massive supercluster of galaxies called Laniakea. And Laniakea itself is just one single thread in this vast, incredible cosmic web.
And this is the scale of the whole shebang, 93 billion light-years. That's the estimated diameter of the part of the universe we can see. On this canvas, our entire supercluster, with its 100,000 galaxies, is just a single tiny filament of light.
Okay, wow. After a journey like that, all the way to the edge of what we can comprehend, let's bring it all the way back home. Back to the web, past the superclusters and galaxies, past those giant stars, right back to our one tiny corner of the universe. So what does it all mean? I mean, that's the question we're left with, right? When you're faced with this incomprehensible vastness, where do we fit in? It's so easy to feel completely and utterly insignificant, like that grain of sand we talked about at the very beginning.
But here's the final thought I want to leave you with. Yes, we are unimaginably small. But in all that searching, across all that vastness, this is the only place we know for certain that life exists. So our cosmic smallness doesn't make us worthless. It makes this beautiful, fragile, living world, and our short time on it, the most precious thing in the entire known universe. Thanks for coming on this journey with me.